Asta, you want to start?
Yeah. So I was just starting. So good morning, everyone. How are you all? I hope everyone's doing well. And today we have Mr. Neil online. So first of all, thank you so much, Neil sir, for taking out time and giving us your time for conducting this session for us. And so I would just like to give a quick brief about Mr. Neil. So Mr. Neil Kapoor is a people development coach and consultant, and he has he is driven by his passion to empower people in various ways. Like he has like 19 years of experience in executive and leadership roles across different organizations. And he is he's also has a business has a experience in business consulting, need analysis, and content development. So handing it over to Neil sir.
Thank you, Asta. Thank you. Hi. As Asta just introduced, so probably a reintroduction. My name is Neil Kapoor. I'm a people development coach, consultant, public speaker, and an author of 2 books so far. And I provide training solutions and coaching solutions to businesses and individuals in their development journey to impact the business performance. And I would like to thank the team of Roynet Solution for giving me this opportunity so that we are in a discussion today. And this topic of today's discussion, I'm going to talk about building effective teams, or as I would prefer to call it, moving from me to we. When we talk about building effective teams, what are the things that we are going to look at in the next approximately an hour's session? So we will be looking at 3 or 4 major things. First one, understanding what is a team, what is the importance of a team. Next one would be around having a common goal and a shared mindset. Now, in a team, it is very, very important that all of us are focused towards a specific common goal. All of us are directing our efforts towards that, and we have a shared mindset in terms of how will we be going ahead to achieve that result. And that is what I'm going to talk about in the second part. Then we'll talk about creating a game plan. I have a few things which we'll be talking about. And then the 5 dynamics of teamwork and collaboration. So this is actually a model. Theoretically, it is a model. However, all the 5 aspects which are there, I'll be looking into those, and we will be having some discussions around it as to how should we be looking at getting these in place so that we can get the best possible results. So that is the agenda for the discussion today. Before I move on, would like to start with something which was stated by Ken Blanchard, a very important statement in the context of team building. And what he had said is, none of us are as smart as all of us. I'm sure we agree to this statement. An individual versus the complete team together. It's always that the team will be more effective than an individual. So let me ask you a small question, and I would request probably 1 or 2 people of you, if you can just provide a simple answer to the question which is mentioned. What is a team?
Hi Neil, Nadeem this side.
Hi Nadeem, how are you?
How are you? Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, please tell me.
Team, I would say, Neil, is a group of individuals working for a common objective.
All right, very good. Plain and simple. Anybody else would like to say? Thank you, Nadeem. Anything else or anything different?
Hi Neil, this is Mintam.
Yes, Mintam, please tell me.
I think a team is a group of people or individuals coming together to complete a task collaboratively.
Okay, thank you, Mintam. I think more or less on similar lines, but yes, you are absolutely right. So a team, thank you for your inputs. A team is a group of individuals working together to achieve common goals, or it is a group of people who are interdependent. Now, just try and make note of a few words here. Interdependent with respect to the information, resources, knowledge, and skills, and who seek their common efforts to achieve a common goal. So when we are talking about a team, all of these aspects, the first one as Nadeem shared, or what Minton shared, I think both of them hold true. However, a few specific aspects to be kept in mind. Interdependence is important, and the sharing of information, resources, knowledge, and skills. All of these things are very, very important when we are talking about a team. Okay, another question to probably all of you, anybody who would like to respond.
Yeah, hi. Vasu
Yeah.
this side.
Yes, Vasu, please.
Team is important because for the common objective or the goal which we set, we can set out to achieve it faster and quicker and more effectively in the shortest possible time.
Shortest possible time, okay.
Then as an individual.
Right. Thank you, Vasu. So yes, that is one of the reasons why we work in teams instead of working as individuals. So one very important aspect of a teamwork, a good teamwork creates synergy. Important thing. And we are going to talk a little more in detail about synergy, a couple or more minutes and a little time from now. Second is it promotes the atmosphere that fosters friendship and loyalty. I'm sure when we are working together in a team, then friendship does tends to build up over a period of time, and loyalty, which is based on the trust, that is also important, and that is why a team comes into play. 1 + 1, as the principle of synergy states, 1 + 1 is greater than 2. It can be anything greater than 2. Then a team is important because it offers differing perspectives and feedback. Not everybody thinks in the same manner about any given specific issue. It can be about the performance, the business performance. It can be about some personal issues that you're facing, maybe about some other target that you're trying to fulfill. But in any of the ways, there are different perspectives that you need to look at. And that is why a team becomes important. Provides improved efficiency and productivity. When more than one people are working on it, obviously there will be different perspectives, which will make the things more efficient and the productivity will get enhanced instead of one person working on it at a given point of time. Next, a team gives great learning opportunities. And when we are talking about learning opportunities are for all the people who want to learn new things, and when they are working in coordination with each other, there are various aspects which they look at. Okay, I think this is one person I can learn maybe one skill, 2 skills, or from somebody else. So that way, when we are working in a team, it helps in terms of mutual learning opportunities, which people of the team or all the team members look at. Now we've come to the basic question. Can somebody tell me what is synergy? Though I've given a formula, but anybody else, if you would like to share your thoughts around what synergy is all about.
I think when the energy of many people are in sync with each other, this is how I understand synergy.
Okay. So directed towards one goal. Yes, very good.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Anyone else?
Yeah, just to add on to what Mintum has said, synergy would definitely mean syncing the energy of all the people, but also to bring out the best of them. That is the optimum utilization of their energies towards the common objective.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Vasu. Proceeding. As mentioned already by Mintum and Vasu have given their input. So basically, synergy is something which is coming the origin is from Greek roots, and where synergy is formed with the amalgamation of two words, sun, which means together, and ergon, which means work. So working together is what synergy is about, or how this word is formed in the Greek language. And this conjugation was passed on slowly from the Greeks to the Romans, and then they used it so that this working together becomes cooperation, and then slowly and gradually in the 1800s it became a part of the discussion. And now we as corporates and the corporates and the SMEs, all of us, we are using this terminology of synergy in sync with whatever we are doing in terms of team building. Now, as I proceed, I'm sure everybody is pretty clear about what synergy is all about. Let me share a small example with you before I proceed. So what do we see here on the screen? A religion in India? Yes? So cricket
Yes,
anyhow happens to
absolutely.
be a religion. And I thought this would be probably the best example. Okay, so when we're talking about cricket, just try and understand this synergy in the form of cricket. Everybody, now I am taking up an example where I am sharing about the different or two teams are there, a batting side and a bowling side. Bowling side probably is what we are considering right now in this discussion or in this example. Just take up an example, all the fielders and the bowler, the wicket keeper, different functions of an organization. You can consider these even to be maybe different team members in your team itself, or probably different sub team members as well, like one regional head, zonal head who has some regional heads. You can consider it in any of these manners. But consider that when we talk about this, so there is a sales and distribution, there is a product team, there is a marketing team, there is HR, there is finance, there is SCM, there is IT, strategy, everything. All of these are different functions. Now, in case if all of these, maybe the functions or the team members that you have in your respective teams, if they are not working in sync, will it be possible to handle the competition? Yes, no.
No, it is not possible, Nilesh.
No.
Why is it that we are talking about it? So that everybody, now the person has hit the ball, it moves to probably say the HR, and HR is unable to probably ease out the things there, and then the ball passes from there. It will be a boundary. So the competition is scoring runs. In case if everybody is not working as a close-knit team. So the principle of synergy is this. As I earlier stated, 1 + 1 is greater than 2. So the effort of individual parts, as mentioned by a couple of you as well, when we put together these efforts, the resultant is always greater than the sum of the individual parts. Believe me, there is one thing which I'm very, very fond of. I love telling stories because I feel stories are the best mode of learning. Because I feel learning happens best when stories are being told and shared. So there will be times now during the discussion when I would ask you to tell stories and I would myself be sharing them. So I hope that probably would be fitting in terms of how we are telling and learning from each other. So let me just start with the first story. This is around an organization I was a part of in my 19-20 years of corporate experience, which utilized the team synergy to the fullest. What happened is, so I was in a telecom company, and the team of UP East, which I was a part of at that point of time, all the functions, the way they worked together hand in hand, and like whether it was sales and distribution, whether it was marketing, finance, IT, any of the functions, believe me, the syncing in the way in which they were synced one thing passing from A to B, B to C, C to D. All of these things were so smooth. It was really amazing. Probably I would consider that to be the best place where I worked for, and I spent the largest amount of time there, around 8.5 years in that organization. Now, usually this was the result of this synergistic approach which they used. Two basic goals to reach. First one around CMS, or the consumer market share. Second one around the RMS, or the revenue market share. And that too, when this telecom organization was the 10th entrant in the market. But this leadership and the synergistic approach which we underwent, or which we experienced in that organization, that helped us break records. And when I'm talking about breaking records, EBITDA positive for a telecom company usually till then used to take around 8 years to 10 years. However, when we were the first organization to create records in terms of breaking the EBITDA in around 3 years time, which was almost unimaginable at that point of time. Why did that happen? It was because of this power of synergy. And I'm sure there would be many instances which the members of the Roynet Solutions would have also experienced. So if I may request any of the leadership team member, if you can share any of your experience around building the synergies in terms of we're working together as a team helped in surpassing the targets. So may I request anybody from the leadership team to share your story?
Hi Nilesh, Nadeem this side.
Yeah, Nadeem, please.
So right now we are building up stories. So once we are building up stories, and we are writing books, and we are writing theories. So when we interact further after 3-4 months, so we'll have better stories to tell you, because still we are in a very nascent stage. So but yes, as you have rightly said, those were the period, when we were part of that organization. I was with you, right? So it
Right.
was an amazing time, Nilesh. And yes,
Mhm.
breaking even and making EBITDA positive in 3.5 years was something which was unimaginable at that point of time. But yes, the kind of environment, the positivity, the culture, everything was pruned in such a way that everybody was working as a unit. Nobody was working as I am Sachin Tendulkar.
Right.
Everybody was a match winner. Everybody was contributing to the team, and that is the success mantra. As right now we are in that particular frame, Nilesh, where we are competing with few big players. And
Mhm.
as I have said, that the positivity around the team is absolutely fantastic. There is no personal agendas. There is no
Right.
personal agenda. We have got
Mhm.
only one agenda, and that is to be in green. As simple as that. No rocket science, no trigonometry. Simple layman English. We have to be in green, guys. Right? So we are building up stories. We are writing stories. So we all are playing our part in bits and pieces. But yes, the way you have depicted this in cricket,
Mhm.
since cricket is very close to the heart of our people, right? It is a religion, and people, they are looked upon as a demigods. So it
Mhm.
is fantastic. And yes, Nilesh, I'm absolutely in sync with you that to make an organization a great place to work, you have to have that kind of positivity and synergy in sync. Unless and until, if you want to become a world leader, if you want to become a leader, if you want to be a part of the crowd, then you can go and you can have all those, cribbings, politics, everything you can play around. But if you want to be
Right.
a face in the crowd, you have to bring in all these hygiene in your working environment.
Wonderful.
Thanks,
Thank you,
Nilesh.
Nadeem. Thank you. Thanks a ton. So if you look at it, so this is something which has actually happened in our lives in one way or the other. At one or the other given point of time, we have all undergone something like this. So as mentioned by Nadeem, of course, me and Nadeem, we work together in the organization. And that has also helped in terms of how we have seen things change over a period of time. Now let me just move on to the next part, where I'm going to talk about the common causes, or as I talked about, shared mindset. So many examples I'm sure you all will be also having from whatever you have been experienced in the earlier organizations, in your professional life, whatever time you've spent. But one thing which I mentioned at the start, the interdependence of individuals on each other, that is something which is of utmost importance. Remember, independently, yes, we can win games, but interdependently, we will win all games. As mentioned by Nadeem, also in terms of having the results in green. And that is what is required by having that sense of interdependence as yes, A leads to B, B leads to C, and C leads to D, and so on. If I give you a simple example, which I experienced in another organization, was like, okay, there is something which is a launch which is planned in another telecom company, a launch which is planned. The operations team says, okay, I have tried it, but somehow I think there will be a delay of around 15-20 days. Now that delay leads to a delay in terms of the marketing strategy of the organization. The marketing strategy, because that gets delayed, obviously it affects the sales team going out and then getting the retailers and the distributors in those geographies. Why? Because the sites are not up. So the people are not ready to put in the money. And that is how it leads a chain, one to another and then to the next level. So therefore, be very, very clear about what you need and how you're doing something in terms of how it is affecting the others. So that interdependence needs to be built up. So to build synergy, what is required? One is to have a common cause and a shared mindset. And in order to do that, it is important to know each other well. So to build this synergy, when we're talking about shared knowledge, is the cornerstone of effective collaboration. Now, how well you know your team members, and also how well you know your counterparts in other teams. For the simple reason being, you need to find out those commonalities among yourselves. There would be some things which would be common between 1 and 2. And when those commonalities are met, what happens is there comes in a closer bonding between the two. And once they bond in a little faster, what happens is that the teamwork enhances. Now, when I'm talking about it, we must remember, one is a family that we have at our home. The second family should be where we work. So right now, like I am addressing around 89 members of the Roynet family. And in order to do that, it is important that we tend to get to know each other better. In order to do that, there are various ways in which it can be done. But if we want to, maybe I'll just do a small activity. Can I ask for 5 volunteers? Any of the 5 of you who are interested in running through this small activity? It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes. Can I have names, please? Okay, we have Vasu.
Sunil, are you
I'm
there
there.
online? Okay, hi Tushar. Sunil, are you there online?
Ravi this side.
Yeah. So Ravi, Vasuji.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, Dhananjay this side.
Yeah.
Hi, Dhananjay. All right.
Yeah.
So Nilesh,
How many
sir,
names?
we have Dhananjay, Vasuji, Tushar,
Sunil.
Mintam.
Good.
4 as of now.
Oh, fine. We'll take it up from with these participants. Now, all of you, just listen to what I'm telling you to do. A very simple thing.
So, and
Say
I
that.
personally follow that. I matlab used to, just as you said, ki that's family. So in my regular communication to my team, and I used to write that dear family, dear team stroke family. I never write कि like मतलब like कि मैं कोई आदेश दे रहा हूँ या इस तरीके का कर रहा हूँ. So as the same is with Nadeem also, though we are working together for the last so many years. So the way the communication medium, his English is accent is मतलब extraordinary. So I cannot match his the English thing. But ये है कि हाँ जो thought process है, which more or less it is same. And I believe that कि ये चीज़ एक ऐसी है कि जो लाइफ में एक चेंज लेकर के आई है, लाइफ में कुछ अच्छा जो हमने देखा, महसूस किया, और डाउन द लाइन चाहे फैमिली के अंदर में चाहे टीम के साथ में उस चीज को इम्प्लीमेंट करने की कोशिश की बैठ के, दैट हैज एम्पावर्ड अ लॉट. मतलब बात करने की जो क्षमता और मोटिवेट करने की जो चीजें आई, किस तरीके से टीम इंगेज रहे. तो लाइक this is something which I can share with you.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you, Tushar. Thank you for the wonderful input.
Yeah, this is Mintam. Neil, how are you? I think one tangible thing about me, which only few of my colleagues know, I'm very fond of food, complicated recipes. I like to cook. I like to mix ingredients. I like to experiment. I mean, only people who are very close to me know about it, and that also translates into my lunches in the office, and me going out on office out for office meetings. So that's one tangible thing. Intangible, I think it is very, very important. I'm very emotional about my work, my life. I think it is extremely important for me to find happiness in the things I do. If I'm not convinced that I'll be not happy about something, it is very difficult for me to get through it, whether it is work or any task in my personal life.
Okay.
So that's it.
Wonderful. I think that is really nice that, okay, I do what I love to do. Right? I hope that is what you meant, Mintam.
I have to feel happy about it. Sometimes there are new things. We are very unaware of the new things. So I like to experiment, but I like to find happiness in them. They can't be aimless. You go to work every day, wake up every morning, get dressed, go to work, come back. No. I mean, there has to be a goal for end of the week, end of the month, end of the year, where you actually see that you have this huge energy you have built in all through the year to be happy.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Minton. Good. So if you guys are knowing a little bit more, whatever teams you are handling right now, can we do these small activities? Believe me, these are very small things. Maybe some personal meetings instead of a business meeting where you are discussing about the various likes, dislikes, what are the things that they are thinking about. When these type of small discussions happen, then actually the person opens up more. When a person opens up more, trust builds. And this is what one of the tools says, which is openness and trust. Both of these go hand in hand. And that is one thing which helps a lot when we're talking about having a common cause and a shared mindset.